You find what appears to be a duplicate record in your revenue table in SQL Server. You've been working all day, so you don't necessarily believe your eyes until you copy the data into Excel and lo and behold, find out that you have a duplicate. Your mind goes from this to this. Welcome to our first episode and what will be called our Dirty Data series. But do not despair, because today I will show you all the hassle-free techniques to clean up your data and to identify and remove duplicates. Okay, so moving to SQL Server. The first thing I'm going to show you how to do is how to identify duplicates in a table. So we're going to take our revenue table. And what you need to do is just add the column names. And then just add a count. So just add this aggregate function. If the value returned in this records column is 1, then you know it is a unique record. If the value returned is greater than 1, then you know that it is a duplicate. So for most of these records, the value is 1. That's a good sign. But we can actually search for duplicates by only filtering for values greater than 1. And here you see that duplicate record right here. So I'll show you what not to do. This is actually pretty tempting, but for beginners, this seems intuitive, but it's not a good idea to do, right? So you could do something like this, which is you want all of the records from this table, but you want to exclude that one duplicate record. And you would do something like this. Does not equal this value. Okay, so you don't want to do that for two reasons, because what it's going to do is it's going to exclude both the original record and the duplicate, right? So what we want to do is we want to keep the original record and discard the duplicate. By doing something like this, it's manual and it will discard both records, which is not what we want. The other thing too is that if at a future date there's another duplicate record that's inserted in here, it's going to have different values in this, so this doesn't necessarily take care of the problem long term. So I'm going to show you, I'm not going to actually give you 3 solutions to this. The first is really elegant, really simple. It's just a distinct. So if you write a distinct over this, it's going to ensure that every single record is distinct and the duplicate will get collapsed into the original record, and only the original record will be returned. So I can prove to you that this works because we can do this. And we're going to do the very same count as we did before. And let's search for duplicates by doing a having count greater than 1. If no records are returned, then we can be confident that this distinct worked right here. So let's do this. We're good to go. Awesome. Okay, moving on to our second method to deduplicate data. This is a fun one because most people use a distinct, but what you can also do is just group by those exact same columns. So this is a group by without an aggregate function, but it does serve the same purpose as basically running as distinct across all of your records and taking any duplicate records and collapsing them into one. So I will show you that this will work by just changing this inner select. Let's see if we get any duplicates. Nope, we're good to go. Awesome. And now for our last method, I want to go over a window function. So let's get rid of this inner select. So what this window function is going to do is for any distinct record, it's going to create an index starting at 1. And if it sees that same record again, it'll add one more to the index and make the value 2, right? So basically, if all of the records are 1, we know they are unique records. Okay, great. So I'll show you where the duplicate record is. Okay, let's add the table alias here. So if you want to find the duplicate record, just do where this record index is greater than 1. And there it is. And if you want to deduplicate this table, then just say where record index is equal to 1. And there you have it. Thank you so much for joining today's tutorial on deduplication. If you like this content, continue to like and subscribe. Thank you very much.